I think, they can't make a movie called M3GAN, M3GAN, unless, they didn't touch the air of like, will people use this as a sex robot?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And this time I got the name right. Did you not understand? Oh, no, the best and the worst. I forgot to say and some that do.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. I was wondering. I was like, is that what we are now? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, my God. I went back. I listened to a bit of 2023, which, if you don't know this, from a movie perspective or movie viewer perspective, the month of January is the month they dump all the movies that they don't want to be financially responsible for.
Is that right?
Like, they're like, these are going to be flops. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
It's in January. So these are, so get ready for some awesome entertainment this month in January.
Yeah, me and Neil are gonna be like, fuck the whole time. Like it's gonna be hard.
So the first movie you watch is Netflix's dump of the year, The Pale Blue Eye, featuring the one, the only good at playing meth heads, Christian Bale.
You keep changing the rules. You're getting a little power drunk. Richard, you want to tell him anything? You want to wake him up?
Oh, no, I said we shouldn't do any of it, Irving. I said that. So now I support Richie. He's got vision. Do it heavy or don't do it.
What does that mean? I mean, he's the one ruining America, not me.
How the f*** am I ruining America?
Because people just got over Watergate and Vietnam, all right? And you're going to shit all over politicians again? Just because you want to be a big shot, get a promotion.
No, I'm thinking big. All right, this is going to be fantastic. We're doing video surveillance. I'm doing this from the feet up.
You will never do it properly because you got too much government attitude to be small and sleek. I'm like the Viet Cong, man, all right? I'm in and I'm out. I was there the whole time. You don't know it, all right? That's an art of becoming somebody who people can pin their beliefs and their dreams on.
So that's from David Russell's American Hustle, which is David Russell's last good film. Not talking Amsterdam. Yeah,
I mean, Christian Bale's too. So hey, the next is his co-star in this film, playing Cadet Edgar Allan Poe, Harry Mellings.
My name's Roy Lafferty, and this here's my cousin Theodore. Now the Holy Ghost is going to visit this little church that bears his sacred name. Are you washed in the blood, in the soul, cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless, are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Woo! Were you watching the blood of the Lamb, Neil?
Like 7 times, I guess.
Okay, so that was from The Devil All the Time. The Devil All the Time, right? That was from Netflix, and they had
Devil All the Time.
Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson, and he was Harry Mellings is a creep in that movie as well. So
I'm going to be very honest, trying to find a thing for Harry that wasn't
Dudley from
Dudley from Harry Potter, which he's been very adamant about that. He's like, hey man, it was great, I had a good time, but man, I'm done. I'm done with that. Yeah. Like, stop calling me him. And so, like, I didn't want to be, that
guy.
But trying to find a clip where he talks more than like 5 seconds in a
I think
skit,
he was in the old ones, like he was the
Old Guard.
Old Guard. He was in that. He was the villain in that. But I mean, he's not really a villain in this one. We'll get to that though.
Yeah. Then also in this movie, the great, the wonderful, man, I love this guy every time I see him in every fucking movie he ever does. Toby Jones. I love Toby Jones.
Accessing archive. Hydra was founded on the belief that humanity could not be trusted with its own freedom. What we did not realize was that if you try to take that freedom, they resist. The war taught us much. Humanity needed to surrender its freedom willingly. After the war, S.H.I.E.L.D. was founded, and I was recruited. The new Hydra grew, a beautiful parasite inside S.H.I.E.L.D. For 70 years, Hydra has been secretly feeding crisis, reaping war. And when history did not cooperate, history was changed.
Probably from the Marvel's second best movie, Captain America 2. Right?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Number 3. I'm going to go number 3.
What's your first one? What's your favorite?
Infinity War Endgame.
Okay, you're not counting as one big movie?
No, those are 2 movies.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
I'm not sitting down for 6 hours, bro.
Okay. Okay, and then who else is in this movie?
The wonderful Timothy Spall.
These guys, the 7 dwarves, they think you're stupid. A corporate hazard, a rogue. They are going to find a way to get you out, David. They're lined up for your office, your life, your position. They're working day and night to cheat you out of your 51% vote. Now, you've got great instincts, but I say this with complete love. Claim your life. Learn to be an asshole. Don't choose enough. Don't be. Forgive me. I still believe in this family, David, even if it's only you. But what they don't know is this. People will read again!
People will read again from Vanilla Sky.
People will read again!
Vanilla Sky. I want to mention something real quick. Harry Melling, Toby Jones, and Timothy Spall, they were all in Harry Potter movies, and it's come to the conclusion now that if you're a British actor, not a real actor, unless you're in one of the Harry Potter movies. I'm coming to that conclusion.
That's the way it goes. Actually, I think I have a fact about that later on.
Okay, all right.
There's more than just them.
Okay.
No. Simon McBurney. Simon McBurney, Captain Hitchcock, was also in Harry Potter as well.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Yeah. But anyway, and also in this movie is Gillian Anderson, Robert DeVille, some great actors. And this is the movie called The Pale Blue Eye. I knew I was going to mess that up as soon as I tried reading it out loud. All right. And the second movie of the week is the one that's making all the trends, all the TikToks, all YouTube, everywhere because of one little scene. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The dancing scene?
M3GAN? M3GAN? How do you pronounce it?
It's M3GAN, but I'm calling it M3GAN because that's what it says.
M3GAN is what you're going to call it?
Yeah.
Such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. I don't know where you are and who you are, but I love you.
But who's in this movie?
M3GAN, also known as Meg. Meg. Anyway, in this movie, the beautiful Allison Williams.
Rod, just stop.
Huh?
I know why you're calling.
Why is that?
It's kind of obvious, don't you think?
What?
That there's something between us?
No, what you talking about, girl? I called you about Chris.
No, Rod. Whenever we'd go out, I remember you looking at me.
What the fuck you know? Chris is my best friend. Hey, look, if you did something to him...
I know you think about fucking me, Rod.
Ain't nobody thought about fucking you. Why would you say some stupid shit? What the... You ass? Fuck you. I didn't want to... Fuck you! Bye! Shit! God, she's a genius.
From Get Out.
Get out!
Yeah.
Get out!
Well, Ray Howery was in that, and it could have been Chris Rock too.
Oh man, right? That was such a great movie.
Yeah.
Also, in this movie is the only, pretty new to movies, but man, has she got already a list started. Yeah. Violet McGraw.
You don't eat flowers.
But you do.
But these are special.
Honey, it's the special ones that taste best.
I should get back to it.
No, stay a while. See more magic.
Oh,
You are a special little thing, aren't you?
From fucking Dr. Sleep, yeah.
From Dr. Sleep, man.
Yeah,
Great movie.
Yeah.
Ronnie Ching is in this as well.
Okay, let's get you ready to fight. Wait, what? We're a multi-platform global operation. Every fight live stream on the dark web. Thousands of viewers placing bets as we speak. This is gonna take your brand to a whole new level. I think there's been some sort of confusion.
I like your spike face.
They're my cousin. Usually, you gotta fight your way to Central Ring. But a viral star like you, front of the line, baby.
I'm not here to fight anybody. Okay, I'm looking for my sister, Sushalin.
Never heard of her. We just lost a fight at the last minute, so you get the next slot.
Yeah, that's from Shang-Chi in the Legend of the Ting Wings. As Gerard would say it.
And the person who plays the voice of M3GAN, Jenna Davis.
I'm Sienna, and thanks to Cotillion class, I've learned that not only am I beautiful on the outside, I'm beautiful on the inside. Thank you. You're welcome.
That's not a toast.
Cheers.
Yeah, she doesn't do that voice in the movie.
Right?
Yeah.
Like she did the voice, and there's another actress, Amie Donald, who did the actual physical parts of M3GAN. Also in this film was Jen Van Apes, Stephen Garnet-Gontan. Great movie. It's the movie everybody's been talking about. Of course, we are going to talk about it because that's the way we roll in this game called life. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
First off, I want to mention this is we are now on WTMnet.com. You can find our podcast there, right? We're now part of them.
What is it called?
W2mnet.com. W2M Network. We're podcasts on there. They publish our stuff.
Is the E on the cover supposed to be a hamburger menu?
The hell is someone talking about?
I have no idea. Are you talking about the poster?
Oh, I get it.
I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the 3. Because you'd have to see the movie to know what that is.
Yeah, but we are now
spoiling it.
Our project. We're on moviesdonesuck.com. I'm sorry, moviesdonesuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com. Social Media Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram, MTS Podcast. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Don't Suck. If you guys want to buy shirts with our logo or stuff Neil's made, go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and some that do. And we're on W2M.net or
W2Mnet.com.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know what W2Mnet is .com, guys, it is a place that literally has all of the places. In fact, they have movie review people there as well. We're one of the movie review people. And well, I can actually show you really quick. If you look at your screen, if you're watching us at home, here it is. This is their website. You can just go straight there. And there's all kinds of podcasts covering games, entertainment, wrestling, football. I will be on the wrestling one for Royal Rumble, which is coming up at the end of the January. So different guys, girls, listeners all alike. If you want to go to see different podcasts than just ours, we have a whole family of people. And our friend Mark is on most of them, I believe.
Yeah, and he's
the word.
And he'll be on more episodes in the future, not just the year then, but we're gonna have him back.
We love talking to Mark.
Yeah,
Mark's a good guy to talk to.
It's funny as fuck. But yeah, we're all in those places, and also you can subscribe on. We're watching YouTube. Well, subscribe. You're watching on Facebook on the page, and wherever you find podcasts, wherever you find podcasts, movies that don't suck and some that do. Neil, small businesses. What are we talking about today?
Small businesses. We like to promote small businesses, and I'm going to promote one of the best small businesses here in Tulsa, voted on by a group of guys I played wrestling on a video game with last night. And we're talking about the one, the only. It is Tulsa's own, Monty's Barbecue and Chicken. Monty's Barbecue Chicken is located at 615 Tecumseh Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, they make barbecue like just fall. Actually, I'm on their Facebook, and there's a video of a turkey leg with the meat just falling right off the bone. They do turkey legs like this. Look at that. It has crawfish, all crawfish on it. Oh man.
God damn. The fuck, dude.
Fried chicken. Look at that. Oh, you can tell it's homemade too. You can tell it's homemade just by the breading. And then they got the brisket, the beef, the ribs, and so Monty's Barbecue. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Monty's #1 barbecue, the #1 barbecue. That is their only location because they don't need a whole lot of advertisement. They're a kind of place that has the line out the door, and they always do. Monty's Barbecue and Chicken. Go check it out, you and your friends, anytime you're in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area.
So is it more like Kansas City barbecue or like Texas barbecue? Or is it like just its own thing?
It's kind of I would say like more of a Kansas City barbecue, and that's why I like it because it reminds me of
the sauce
that barbecue.
Because
in fact, there's a guy named Jason that is listening to us right now. That guy came over for a Friendsgiving. That guy made ribs. That was the first time I had ribs in a long time where it just fell off the bone. Oh, they're so great.
I had Joe's on Tuesday.
I'm a big guy. I like some big ribs.
I had Joe's on Tuesday for M3GAN. So, yeah.
Jason, I just gave you mad props, and he says, see if I bring you ribs again. I just gave you big props. I didn't even see that you said that. I came up later.
Man, how you fucking doing, dude? Like, how you feeling?
Huh?
How you feeling?
Dude, I mean, it's the first 2 weeks of January. I mean, I beat Gotham Knights.
Congratulations, dude.
I did. I annihilated that game. Really sad at the end. It was a really sad ending to that game. But besides that, just basically been, towing around the house. Don't really have a lot of money to go out and do a lot of stuff or anything like that. So just kind of hanging out.
It's always a little hard around the holidays. It's hard around the holidays to go out and do shit because you're always like broke after the holidays, But oh man, I'm just.
Like last night, to make it feel like I was in a bar, I took a couple beers that I have, sat at the bar in my house.
What are you drinking?
And literally just, I think I just got Pacifico. I literally haven't gone out and bought anything. I'm just drinking the beer up.
How long did my Shiner that left there? Like, how long did that last?
I think there's still 2 more in there.
Good. All right.
Like, we drank some last night, I think. I remember. You know what? I actually have a new drinking cup. I should be using my drinking cup. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab my drinking cup.
Man. Neil's probably going to show the whole audience what he's been drinking out of. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's penis on it. That's to me, that would be the most likely thing that's on it. Either that or some sort of Marvel thing. Or maybe it's just a picture of Neil's face. So he's drinking out of his own face with us. But I'm excited to see what the drinking cup he brings back is. All right, he's coming back. What is it, dude? Show me the drinking cup.
Oh, man. Look at this. It
is Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant huge pint glass made in 1985.
Where did you get that? Where did you find it?
My mom found it in an antique shop. I guess there's a whole collection of these. There's also a Hulk Hogan with Mr. T, a Rowdy Roddy Piper one.
You want
so
that
now
one,
I
right?
want the whole collection. Yeah, I want the whole collection now.
That's awesome.
It fits 3 beers in here just fine. So that's usually what I drink.
Yeah.
During this podcast every week. So, hey, we'll just go ahead and filler that up. And Chris, why don't we go ahead and get started on that first movie?
All right, guys. Pale Blue Eye, directed by the one, the only Scott Cooper. Scott Cooper's done things like Antlers. He's done movies that he's this guy to watch. He's done Antlers. He's done Hostels. He's done Out of the Furnace. If you remember that one, and he also wrote and directed Crazy Heart, one of my favorite Jeff Bridges movies. This stars Christian Bale as Augustus Landor.
You keep changing the rules.
Harry Melling as Cadet Edgar Allan Poe.
My name's Roy Lafferty.
We also got Toby Jones as Dr. Manuel Marquis.
Accessing archive.
And Timothy Spall as Superintendent Thayer.
These guys, the 7 dwarves.
Also, we got Harry Lottie as Cadet Artemis Marquis. We got Fred Heikinger as Cadet Randolph Ballinger. Joey Brooks as Cadet Stoddard. Charlotte Gainsbourg, the great Charlotte Gainsbourg, you remember her, as Patsy. Lucy Boynton as Lee Marquis. Ruby Duval as Jean Pepe. And Gillian Anderson as Dr. Julia Marquis. Yeah, good pull in the background, dude. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one, man?
It kind of goes with the poster. That's why I did it. Because if you put it, like it's just like you know how many freaking
it's just
you know how many snow creeks I went through that looked well. Like I'm telling you, I put time and effort into this stuff, people. The small details count in my world. All right, I'll be more than happy to read the storyline for everybody. At West Point Academy in 1830, the calm of an October evening is shuttered by the discovery of a young cadet's body swinging from a rope just off the parade grounds. An apparent suicide is not unheard of in a harsh regiment like West Point's. But the next morning, an even greater horror comes to life. Someone has stolen into the room where the body lay and removed their heart.
So I walked in this movie. I didn't read the description. I just knew that people were talking about it, right? And so I just started watching it. And I was so when Edgar Allan Poe showed up, I'm like, he's in this fucking movie? So like I really like this movie. I really enjoyed this one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I'm totally working, and for some reason the stuff does not want to work with me. There we go. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm starting to do the stuff and the stuff won't work. Anyway, the last 20 minutes is great.
Oh, dude, like I know people that watched they'll watch it till the last 20 minutes. I'm like, you're missing like the best part of the movie. You're missing the part that brings it all together. You know?
Yeah. The last 20 minutes of this movie is awesome. I cannot say as much as I can about the work between the two actors for the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of this movie was amazing.
What about the first?
The rest of this movie went slower than a fucking turtle race, spreading fucking razor blades across my ass.
Oh, so you were bored.
It was like, oh my God, it was torture.
I wasn't tortured, but I disagree.
Like, they had so many elongated slow parts. People were dying in it, didn't care because they gave us no reference to care. They gave us no reason to care why these people are dying.
Okay.
They literally were just dragging, like they dragged us to 2 hours. They dragged out some of these slow ass because the parts were getting so slow that it found me not caring about what I'm supposed to care about.
Okay,
and that was the problem with this.
But the last 30 minutes you did care.
The fucking last 30 minutes was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, everything went so slow that in my head, I'm already like, okay, I know who fucking did this. I know who the murderer is. I know who this is.
And then it blew your fucking mind, right? Like
no. I 100% guessed it because it took forever. And another thing is foreshadowing. Mm-hmm. All right. So just like in Avatar, and not just Avatar, The Way of Water, where they make where they do a foreshadowing where it's like the older brother is the responsible one and the younger brother. And that's how you always know, no matter what movie it is, if the older brother's responsible and the younger brother's like the rebellionist type that doesn't listen. Older brother's dying, young brother's going to be the leader. It's the way it goes every time in a movie. With this movie, exactly what happened here was they gave you no one to care about except for two characters, which was Christian Bale and Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, yeah, that's the dynamic duo, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't care about anybody else. They gave you no information.
This is true. I will give you that. They didn't let you attach to anyone, so like
that kind of like was like, oh, maybe this guy or that guy. But like even Toby Jones was like freaking like his scenes are like a sentence. And then it'd be like 10 minutes of either one of them two talking, which I get. You got Edgar Allan Poe in a movie. You're going to make him talk as much as possible.
Which I loved. There's such good lines by Harry Mellings in this movie. Like, I'm sure you got a ton of them where you said some amazing shit like that. You're like, I love that line, writing that down. Now, I'm going to disagree with you a bit about okay. But this is just a personal preference. I like slow burn. I like slow pacing.
I know you'd be. I'm sure you were jizzing your pants. You probably had to change your underwear 3 times.
No, not necessarily. I like this movie though. But like I will give you that. I was like, when's the shit over? Like, I did look at my phone once, but I disagree about the pacing on this. I thought it was perfect, and I really, really fucking enjoyed this movie.
I mean, yeah, if you want to sit there and count how many seconds are in a minute, this is definitely the movie for you. Definitely the movie you need to come and watch.
I was into it, but I can understand why.
And by any means, the cinematography in this movie, amazing,
acting,
beautifully shot.
Acting's amazing.
The acting in the movie was awesome. Even the outfits were like, the rich had very good, well-made outfits, and the people in the pub, their outfits were beat up and very poor and looking, and like, you know.
Wasn't it good to see Harry Melling play a character that's likable?
Oh, dude, I mean, he was very creepy as fuck.
No, you didn't find him. You didn't like his head.
No. I mean, he was likable. Yeah, I like creepy people. Duh.
He's got a big head, right? He's got kind of a big head. That Harry Melling's got kind of a weird baby head.
I love creepy people with big heads. Duh.
Hey, come on.
I was like, how long is it gonna take you to get what I'm saying here, bro?
I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I don't know if I'm creepy. My wife, I'm married, so there's someone who's not creeped out by me.
Hey, there's someone that thinks you're not that creepy. That's what I get from that.
I asked my wife, do you think I'm creepy? She's like, no. Why would you think that? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I just give that vibe with this bald head and belly I got going on. but no, man, I like the Pitbull Eye. It's I like Scott Cooper, so maybe this is part of that. But I mean, man, I really enjoyed this movie, and you know, if you guys,
I mean, by any means, there's good parts to it. I'm not 100% going, hey, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to cinema. I mean, this is definitely not Brazen. It's like, you know.
You and I both picked that movie as number one. Like, it was no question. Brazen was the worst movie we saw in 2022.
Oh, easily.
I can't believe we watched it. It was my pick. I was like, let's just do something.
You made me watch that. I was like, dude, we could watch anything else, you sure? And you're like, yeah. You know, it's you know, it was, what's her name? And
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, and because you're a huge Charm fan.
I'm not at all. Did you watch Charm growing, like, when you were a kid? Oh, not a kid. Younger? When you were younger? Did you watch Charm?
Actually, not when I was a kid or when it was out originally. I remember I was dating this girl.
She really charmed me.
And we just got high for like 3 days straight.
And watched Charmed?
And watched Charmed.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
You were super high the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Rose McGowan. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was I don't know exactly what to say more than that.
When it comes to covens, I'm more of the craft type person. So
you're into the craft.
Yeah. Frieza Balk and all them.
Nice.
But no, like Pitbull Eye, I liked it a lot. There's a lot of people who don't. I can get understanding having a problem with the pacing and maybe how slow it gets, but I was really into it. It makes me want to read the book. It makes me want to read the book, see how different it is. But I probably won't. Yeah, honest, that's the whole movie. I don't really need to read the book, but the acting is great. Cinematography is great. The whole like the whole aura fits a very Edgar Allan Poe type feeling around it. You know, it's like it's all dark and gloomy. And he brought the dark and the gloominess like to the T. Like it was great. I was like, cool. I man, there are parts in the movie I like. There's scenes I liked. Yeah.
But again, there's parts of it where it was kind of just like, you know, why is this taking so long? Why aren't you giving me more information? They should have gave me more information about the cadets, like the people that were dying, and like give me more character development. And that's what I think they needed. They needed more character development of the reason why. I
can definitely see like things they could have edited out. It didn't need to be 2 hours for sure.
Yeah, this is the reason that From Hell was not that good either.
Oh,
it was because in From Hell, people were dying left and right, but you didn't give a shit.
I really, you know, that movie, The Ninth Gate. You remember that movie with Johnny Depp? I wanted to like that movie, but I just got so bored by it. Like,
oh, you loved it. I know you loved it.
Ninth Gate, not really. Man, I want more Satan. I want more
Yeah,
Satan shit.
you're Satan. You're
But-
Satan.
I'm Satan. Okay, but I understand people's
Dr. Satan.
I understand people's maybe their gripe with the movie. I really enjoyed it, and I'd recommend it to people. I think. You know?
Yeah, I'd recommend to people that really like slow movies. Let's do some quotes and get on to the news because we got a huge news segment.
Oh, we do?
to
Okay,
that.
okay.
We haven't done news in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. So the boundaries that divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where one ends and where the other begins? Is that a good Edgar Allan Poe voice?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay, cool. Do they say I haunt darken the door of a church in a very long time?
That was a weird Irish voice you did then. I don't
know. Hey, man, I'm trying.
Okay.
The man you're looking for is a poet. I learned more in rooms like this than any classroom. Because they're in a pub.
Do you agree
and believe
that?
me, I've learned more in a pub than I ever had in the classroom.
That's good.
I don't get around to poetry much. Oh yeah, it's because you're American.
Yeah.
Are any of God's creatures safe from this man? Tell me about this Poe fellow. Man will do most anything to cease death, won't you? Only am I not offended, but another round is of order. Ooh, another round. Another round!
Another round!
Ah! You're lucky you're not digging your own grave. How well does it sit on your own mortality? At times I believe that death haunts us because we love them too little. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I wrote that wrong. At times I believe the dead haunt us because we love them too little. Men who cross you end up on the other side of a noose. Remember when you said you would do anything for me? How dare you put your faith in such madness? Nor will I forget how you played the rest of us as fools. I didn't want to confess. I wanted them to die.
Do what you got?
Chris, what's your number?
My number in this is a 3.9. I really like this movie. It's not like perfect by any means. It's got a little slow parts. It's got parts that they could have cut down. But I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the story.
Like, they could have cut out all of Christian Bale. It would have been fine.
I think you just have a vendetta against Christian Bale, dude. I think you're just mad at him.
I don't like people that treat people like shit. I don't.
Oh, that's true.
I like people that treat people like human beings. And all I've ever seen from him is that he treats people like shit unless he has something to get from you.
Yell that dude in Terminator Dark Fate, or not Dark Fate, Terminator Genesis, right? That's what it was? Which one? Salvation.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was Genesis. Salvation.
Salvation. Yeah.
So
Which was not that good of a movie anyway. But yeah.
None of Terminator since the first two has been a good Terminator movie. The one with Emilia Clarke was actually kind of good because it gave us something kind of new but old. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, my thought on this movie, it's 3.6. I believe the pacing was just a little too long in parts. Like literally, all it had to do is like in those slow parts, just add a little bit more. And I needed some character development besides the main characters.
Oh yeah.
Besides the main characters, I didn't give a shit if anybody died. Someone died, I'd be like, cool. It's kind of like if you're playing a video game, right? Say you're Mario.
Okay.
And you're crushing Goombas, right? And you're crushing Goombas. And you're just crushing them. And in the background, for some reason, they have a Goomba dying that you didn't even touch. And you don't get points for it.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, why does it exist?
Yeah. Why? Why does that even exist? So, I don't know, man. It was good. I gave it, I'm giving it as much love as I possibly can with being one of the worst actors I absolutely hate. I
don't think he's that bad in this movie. Like he's a shitty person.
I don't think he's that bad in movies. I just think he's a dick.
Yeah. He doesn't spark joy. But I will say,
like, there's bands I don't even listen to anymore because I've met the lead singers and they're dicks.
Like Godsmack, is that one of them, right?
Godsmack's the main one. Yes.
So I want to mention something real quick. Without the last 20 minutes of this movie would kind of fucking suck. Like it would not be good. But that last 20 minutes sort of brings everything together. You know, like I'm not gonna weed you out. Like I know you watch movies and you rate them all. Like one of your biggest indicators is rewatchability. And I don't think
I would never rewatch this
that's
ever.
what I'm getting at. So that's not
it was trying to be Glass Onion,
which is really great,
but gothy is the gothic Glass Onion. So we'll call it the we'll call it the rotting onion because it's gothic.
Real quick, you watched Wednesday, right? You watched that already? All of it on Netflix?
Yeah. Twice.
Oh, watch. So it's good because I'm 2 episodes in right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit too.
Oh, okay. So I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. I'm looking at the score for the critics and the audience. What is the audience score for The Pale Blue Eye?
The audience score for The Pale Blue Eye is going to be 64.
It's 72%.
Not bad. I'm not that far off. Okay.
Now, what is the critic score for The Pale Blue Eye?
87.
64. You had it right the first time.
Whoa! I got that. Okay. What's their? Give me it.
Critics' consensus is The Pale Blue Eye lacks its source material's piercing gaze, but this well-cast mystery is just intriguing enough to investigate. So, not exactly a ring endorsing, but they say it's good. It's all right. That's what they said.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
So I think we're ready to get done with Pale Blue Eye. I know Neil's ready to move on news, so we got a lot of shit to go.
Oh, we got a lot of shit.
Are you ready?
In fact, we got a lot of. So I'm ready. This is the movies that don't suck in some of them news. I'm going to read a bunch of stuff. Chris is going to act like he hasn't heard all of it. And then he's going to touch me in my no-no spot underneath the camera.
I'm not there. I only did that while I was there last time when we talked about Pinocchio. I was like, something's growing. So I just went under the desk and let something.
All right. Let's talk about it right off the back. It's the #1 story of the week.
Okay.
The Golden fucking Globes,
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Did you watch this, dude?
I didn't watch it. I didn't know what fucking happened, dude.
Oh my gosh. Go back and watch the reception speeches.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Some of the best tearful reception speeches in the history of man.
This is really like the first year that like movies are like everyone's back though. Like we're back to doing stuff again. Like we're back to movies coming out regularly. So like
the big one of the night, of course, is always the one they call the big one of the night at the Golden Globes, or the last one of the night is always Best Motion Picture for Drama.
And which one?
Well, who won for Best Motion Picture for Drama?
Who won?
I'll give you the names.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
Fucking bullshit.
Elvis. The Fablemans. Tar, or Top Gun Maverick. Who won for Best Motion Picture Drama?
Was it Tar?
No.
What one?
The Fablemans.
Okay, I'm okay with that, but it's not the best of the year, not by a long shot.
No. But it best musical or comedy.
I don't. I can't stand that category. Like there's some of these in best music comedy that I'm like, why the fuck did you have a separate category for it? Like what is the best?
And the list of here is Triangle Sadness, Babylon, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Inisherin, but everyone's called Ed Sheeran.
I don't know. I'm fucking Irish and I can't pronounce it. I don't know why. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and Glass Onions.
So
which one won?
I did see which one that won. That one, it was the Banshees. But it was some great. That's my number 3 or 2. But to me, Everything Everywhere All at Once just wins all of it. It should. But yeah.
Winner TV series drama was House of Dragon. I did not see that. I thought everybody was hating on that.
I haven't watched it, so I can tell you one with the
Better
other.
Call Saul, The Crown, Ozark, and Severance was all in that one. Best musical comedy was Abbott Elementary. TV series.
Have you been watching that? Everyone's talking about Abbott Elementary, but I haven't watched a single episode of it.
Abbott, I have not watched a single episode. I'm sorry, I've not. I will look it up here in a minute and figure out even what the fuck it is. Animated film, you should know what that
Pinocchio,
one won.
Right?
Pinocchio by Del Toro.
Not Disney's Pinocchio, guys. That movie was fucking garbage. It's also live action.
Yep.
So.
Best television limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television, The White Lotus.
Dude, I've been trying to watch that. My wife's like, we need to have full attention. And by the time 10
I'm going to have to get a look at it because a lot of people won.
HBO Max.
Best actor in a television series is
who?
Oh, come on. You got the best TV series of the year. I thought you'd fucking get this one right off the back of your head. Because we did a quiz last week and you got this one right off the back. Yellowstone, Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best female performance actress in a TV series was Zendaya for Euphoria.
Again.
Fucking agree with that. Hands down. I don't know who acts better than that. Winner of Best Performance by an Actor in a Limited Series, Evan Peters for Dahmer.
Mm-hmm.
Give that to him all day long, bro.
Yeah. Wait, what else was nominated for that?
Yeah, right.
What else was nominated for that? For Evan Peters.
Taron Egerton for Blackbird, Colin Firth for The Staircase, Andrew Garfield for Under the Banner of Heaven, and Sebastian Stan for Pam and Tommy.
Okay, all right.
Which were all good choices there. Yeah. Amanda Seyfried for The Dropout is the winner of the Best Actress in a limited series. I haven't seen The Dropout either. Yeah. I haven't seen White Lotus or The Dropout. I have to write those down.
Yeah.
Best Director for a Motion Picture is
Steven Spielberg.
Steven fucking Spielberg.
Well, I mean, it's hard for him to do things that are shitty. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Martin McDowell. The guy for the Banshee should have won, I think.
Oh, you think so? Martin McDowell?
But best screenplay for a motion picture is Martin McDowell for the Banshees.
Yeah,
which, I agree with that. They gave him screenplay. They gave him director. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Winner by an actress in a motion picture drama is Cate Blanchett.
For Tar.
Yep.
Are we going to watch that next week or not?
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Okay.
We'll throw that in there.
Okay.
Best performance by an actor in a motion picture is...
is it called Farrell for Banshees?
No, he wasn't even nominated.
Okay,
Brendan Fraser, Hugh Jackman, Austin Butler, Bill Knightley, Jeremiah Pope.
Austin Butler for Elvis, right?
Elvis.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I mean, couldn't get rid of that accent.
He was so good, man. He was so good.
Still has it kind of right now. Best actress, and this is one of the best speeches in fucking Golden Globes history. It will make the freaking reel for years to come.
Was Michelle Yeoh?
Michelle Yeoh, everything ever. She tells them to shut it, or she will come over there and kick their ass, and she can do it. Like, because they start playing the piano music to play her off.
Yeah.
And she's like, shut that off, because I can come over there and kick your ass, and you know I can do it. Like... Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, Colin Farrell for The Banshees.
Yeah.
Best actor in a TV series is Jeremy Allen White, The Bear.
Hey, yeah.
Fucking name.
Yeah,
all day long.
Yeah,
Love
100%.
The Bear.
Love The Bear.
I think I want to rewatch it.
You and I talked about we want to go to Chicago and have ourselves an Italian beef sandwich just for The Bear.
Supporting role by an actress, Angela Bassett for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
I get that.
I get
that.
What else is in that category?
Carrie Condon from The Banshees, Jamie Lee Curtis from Everything Everywhere, Dolly D. Lennon from Triangles of Sadness, and Carrie Mulligan from She Said.
Okay, I would also be okay with Carrie Condon for Banshees.
Yeah, me too. But winner, and this is the one that, oh my God, go watch this speech. It made me cry.
Okay.
It was so great. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in any motion picture, Hugh Wan. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Short Round himself.
Oh my gosh. He literally just goes into, like, you know, I got to think the person that gave me my first break is right there. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't think I should do this anymore. I don't think I should have done this anymore. But then there's two guys that are like, no, we want you to come back into acting. And I did. And wow, I need to be here.
I'm really glad he's. I mean, I'm sure 10 years ago he never thought he would get a fucking Golden Globe. You know what I mean? I'm really happy for him.
I know, but wait, there's more. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a limited series, Jennifer Coolidge for the White Lotus.
Stifler's mom herself.
And her acceptance speech was great too. She even makes a joke about how she's like phased that American Pie bone dry, and she goes, and I'll still make another 2 of them, and they ask tomorrow. Like it's hilarious. Paul, best performance by an actor in supporting in a limited series. Paul Walter Hauser for Blackbird. Hell yeah to him.
Okay, I haven't seen Blackbird yet.
He was actually on wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
Last night. He was on AEW wrestling last night with his Golden Globe in the box and all that.
Yeah.
Julia Gardner for Ozark for best performance by an actress in a supporting role. Taylor James Williams for Abbott Elementary for best supporter in a supporting role in a musical comedy or drama series. Best original score was Babylon by Justin Hurst.
I did see that, and I agree with it. Like I'm not like that. The score for that was insane. I don't know how you made a score for it, but you did. And Babylon's a wild movie.
And I mean, that's the Golden Globes. I mean, I know that's why I wanted to get to news, because I knew I was going to have to go through that whole list. Yeah. But man, literally, there are so many speeches on that you can go pick them up on YouTube. If you just put in Golden Globes, I'm sure it'll be the
definitely going to check out Michelle's in the KQ.
Yeah, Michelle and Q's and Jennifer Coolidge if you get a chance. Yeah. And even Stevens. Stevens is good too. All right, let's get to the actual news. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Matt Reeves.
Yeah, the guy directed.
Is making another Cloverfield.
Okay. I hope it's better than the Cloverfield Paradox. As long as it's as good as the first Cloverfield, I'm not asking you to be as good as 10 Cloverfield Lane.
This is the guy who created the first Cloverfield. If you remember, the other 2 movies were movies that were made by other people, and they just bought them and kind of slapped them into the
you and I both love
universe.
10 Cloverfield Lane. That's an amazing movie.
God, John Goodman. Cheers. Hey, Andre, cheers, John Goodman.
Yeah. But apparently, the 10 Cloverfield Lane was written, and then they tacked on Cloverfield to it. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with this new one, because the last one was fucking dog shit. I remember that was one of the first ones we talked about on the podcast, and I remember they did that. They're like at the Super Bowl, they're like, after it's over, go watch Cloverfield Paradox. There's a surprise dropped on Netflix, and we watched it, and we were very upset.
Yeah. More upset. I mean, just a little bit more upset than I was watching the Super Bowl. I have his statement is, Matt Reeves, I have no idea. I'm super excited about us doing more. I can't give you information about the course of that, of course, because that's the way Cloverfield works. To be honest with you, you will never know what you're going to do. Even though my work is well as all genre work, I have a feeling something personal about it. So Cloverfield is very much about my anxieties in life.
So, I mean, I know that Batman was number 3 on you for best movies of the year, or number 2?
Yes. So number 4.
Number 4?
Number 4.
And so I'm sure you'll watch anything Matt Reeves does after that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know why Matt Reeves is going to be doing that next, right?
Why?
The Cloverfield?
Why?
Because right now, Matt Reeves is confirmed he's hard at work on the sequel to Batman.
What is he going to call it? Is he going to call it Batman 2, or... You know, you shouldn't call it the Batman 2, right? You should call it something else.
The Batman 2 is what it's called right now. I'm sure they will. We're deep in it. Me and my partner and I are writing. Madison Tomlin and I are writing, and it's really exciting. And I'm really excited about what we're doing and where we're going with it. I don't know. I don't care. And I don't care if it's part of the James Gunn universe or whatever. But, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Robert Pattinson in a lighter Batman when he does Justice League.
So
and shit
imagine if they do Joker
know?
in this one, and I imagine you're gonna hope
they are doing Joker. We already know who Joker is too.
Who's it again?
It's the guy who did the voice for him in the Batman that was in the cell next to Riddler. God damn, I can't remember his fucking name right now. I don't know.
Sorry,
you look it up.
Okay.
All right, I got 105 stories to tell,
right,
so let's get through these. William H. Macy has now joined the cast of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Awesome. Macy is one of our favorites. Already in the cast, he is the latest name to get involved. Already Owen Teague from The Stand, Freya Allen from The Witcher, and Peter McGowan from Orville. There's already a nice cast going along. Can't wait.
Barry Keoghan.
Planet of the Apes. We're going to see it, of course.
Barry Keoghan is you're talking about. That's me joking.
Yeah, that's it. I thought it was Keegan, but I didn't want to say it. You know how I like stuff. The big rumor right now for the MCU is they might be snagging a great actor to play Reed Richards for Fantastic Four.
Who?
Yeah.
They're not doing John Krasinski, are they? As much as I'd like it.
No.
Okay.
No. It's not Mada Sitter. It's Adam Driver. Yeah.
He'd be good, man. He'd be pretty good. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I
go
see
Hoosiers.
That. Yeah.
Anything Adam Driver does in his life, I hope he's the best. Jaclaire Espediado, also known as Gus from
Giancarlo Esposito,
has been campaigning really hard. He wants to be Professor X.
Maybe. He has the voice for it for sure. What's your thoughts on the
He goes, I play the character with force, grace, and calm. Someone who controls the chaos, but someone who also has the ability to uplift and aspire.
What's your thoughts on it?
Bam! Give him $1 million right now.
Oh yeah, you do it. Yeah.
Give him $1 million in the yellow floaty chair.
Yeah.
As much as I love Patrick Stewart, and I do,
he's just so old
Patrick
now.
Stewart's like 105.
Yeah.
Just in case everybody's worried about this, Captain Planet, the movie, is still happening. Colin Powell from Top Gun Maverick has declared, he goes, I think those conversations are happening. I know that DiCaprio is super passionate about it. I'm super passionate about it. I think it could be great, and I want this one to work really much. I would love to play the superhero.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't thinking about it, so I wasn't worried about it. So,
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody who wants to know the real story about Pamela Lee Anderson and Tommy Lee, you have a chance, because at the end of this month, Pamela, the documentary, is going to be filming on Netflix, where she is actually going to tell you everything about her life, why she sexualized herself, and how her sexuality kind of got taken away from her after the tape came out.
Okay.
So at the end of this month, Pamela Lee's documentary. People that love the documentary, I know you'll be all about that. The movie Artemis just got another big name added to it. Artemis, if you don't know, it's the Apple TV Plus movie that is getting all filled up with a bunch of big names like Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, Ray Ramona, Anna Garcia, Jim Ross, Jason Bateman, Chris Evans. Another name just got added to the pool. The one, the only, so nice that his first acting role had to be named after himself so he didn't fuck up his name all the time. Woody Harrelson will be added to the name.
I thought you were going to say it was Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman's for second job. He wasn't Ron, I don't think.
I was just thinking.
I'll look it up.
I just know he was saying he chose acting because he said this. It's the one job you don't need talent for.
So back a couple months ago for Grindhouse, not a couple months ago, but for Grindhouse, Quentin Tarantino's movie, they made a fake trailer for Thanksgiving that made it kind of look like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, that was filmed by Eli Roth.
Yeah,
right. So Eli Roth has now figured out, you know what? Why not make that a real movie?
Of course,
Eli Roth is now working on a Thanksgiving horror movie.
Of course he did. Yeah, I'll watch that. I mean, Eli Roth, you guys don't know him. He's the legendary horror director. He did
right.
He did Hostel. He did Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
correct.
Yeah.
His quote was, shooting the trailer was so much fun because every shot is a money shot. Every shot is a decapitation or nudity. It's so ridiculous. It's so absurd. It's just so wrong and sick, and that's what's right about it. Yes!
Yeah.
I love when people have good things to say like that. Craig Berlanti, if you don't know who that is, he runs the CW, Arrowverse, Flashverse, Netflix is you.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers Discovery has signed him on for a deal till 2027. He can only work for them. We don't hear many deals about people being with just one studio anymore, unless it's MCU or DCU.
Yeah.
So Way to go, him. Whoopi Goldberg has been pleading for Maggie Smith to return in Sister Act 3.
Do we need a Sister Act 3, though?
I want Whoopi Goldberg to do something besides sitting at a table bitching at other old dumb white ladies.
Okay, that's right. I'll agree with that.
Fans are petitioning, and they are pissed about the James Gunn thing at the DCU, and the petition wants Warner Brothers to sell the DC franchise to Netflix.
Man, I don't know. I'm fine with it. But again, what are your thoughts on your DC? You like comic book movies? You like comics?
Look what they did with Marvel. With just Daredevil, Jessica Jones, a name that nobody knew but before this, unless you read comics. Luke Cage, another name you barely knew unless you read comics. I mean, the only one that people knew was Daredevil and Punisher, but they made this whole universe there that was, except for Iron Fist, was really good. We're not going to talk about Iron Fist.
It doesn't exist, right?
But it doesn't exist. I tried so hard. All right, we got a date for the movie that we are so going to want to watch. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch the fuck out of it.
Is it Beau is Afraid?
We finally get a date for it. Huh?
Is it Beau is Afraid?
It's a movie that is made about a poor boy in Russia, and he is known as the Machine.
Whoa, Bert Kreischer's Machine coming out? When?
Yes, May 26th. Co-starring Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
The Machine will be coming out. It's Sony Pictures has officially set the release date with Legendary Pictures. The Machine with a premiere set for May 26th via Collider has been stated.
So Legendary is putting it out.
Literally about the story. It's the story.
Yeah, I've heard I've been listening to Two Bears One Cave, and Bert Kreischer's been talking about it being done. I'm like, when the fuck is it coming out? Like give it to me. Yeah, so I'm excited for this, man. I know that Bert Kreischer's like the main star in it, and I just think he needs all the money in the world, personally. It's a Bert.
So, Gladiator 2 still happening.
Yeah, I don't know why they
has recruited. Are you just gonna cut me off in the middle of every fucking sentence I say today, bro? Can I finish the sentence and then you put your thought in?
Okay, I'm putting myself on mute.
I love you. Stop cutting me off. Gladiator 2 has recruited star Paul Mescal as the son of Maximus from Gladiator 2. Now, your thoughts.
I don't know if we need Gladiator 2. I mean, it's another movie. It's just about, like...
I know, it's like there's some movies I don't think we need sequels to. Like, I don't think we needed a Hangover 2 either.
No, we're fine with the first one.
Well, at least... Hangover 3 we needed because John Goodman is a mafia guy. It was awesome.
John Goodman.
But, John Goodman. I love John Goodman. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon returns to theaters in February. So if you never saw that movie in the theater, which I did back in the day, go see it. It'll begin in the theaters on February 17th.
It's fantastic.
So definitely go see it.
Younger Michelle Yeoh.
Oh my God, younger Michelle Yeoh and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right, Candy Cane Lane, the movie. Is adding more comedians to its impressive resume, who already has Eddie Murphy, Tracy Ellis Ross, and Jillian Bell, is now getting Chris Reed. If you don't know, he was in the show Disjointed. He's on Saturday Night Live. And probably one of the greatest actors, in my opinion, the guy that eats beef when it's just barely cooked on the fire. He tells you exactly how it is. He has gold bars hidden everywhere just in case he gets caught by the police.
Oh, is it Nick Offerman?
The government. Everman. Yes. Ron Swanson, Nick Overman is going to be playing in this movie as well. So now you got Eddie Murphy, Nick Overman, Tracy Ellis Ross, Jillian Bell. I mean, literally it just goes on and on and on. Great. Candy Cane Lane. Can't wait. Now, here's something I have my own opinion about this, and you can give me yours. Starting in March, filming will begin on the remake, which will be the third remake, or no, the second remake, third version of Ocean's 11.
Why?
Starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
So, we talked about this with Mark a little bit. We talked about how Margot Robbie sort of box office poison. Like all the movies that she's led haven't really brought in that much. Like as she's a lead. Like because you and I both really like Birds of Prey. It just didn't do that well. She's a lead in Babylon. No one saw Babylon except me. And
Amsterdam.
But you have Ryan Gosling in the mix, and you make him sort of the lead, and together, maybe is the antidote to the Margot.
All right.
Okay.
This is why this movie's not going to work.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The reason why Ocean's 11 with George Clooney and Brad Pitt worked wasn't just because of the awesome cast of characters they had, but let's be honest, George Clooney is one, like, not younger George Clooney on ER, but that version of George Clooney was slick ass shit, cool hand Luke. He could have hung with the Rat Pack, that freaking George Clooney.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a universe, and I'm not trying to be a dick. I just don't see a universe where Ryan Gosling is cool hand Luke like freaking George Clooney. You have to get somebody else there.
So I love Ryan Gosling, right? He's like my boo.
Yeah. And I want to see who the rest of this cast will be, because I mean, you're talking Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, but then if you talk about even the new one, you're talking Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, George Clooney, Bernie Mac, Don Cheadle.
You're right. You're right. Like
Casey Affleck.
We need to have a dynamic cast to see how his chemistry is with other people. Because you're right, he's not necessarily an ensemble cast. So like to have an ensemble cast that works with him, that's what will make it work. But it's all. I mean, I don't think we need a remake of it in the first place. I thought the George Clooney Brad Pitt one still slick as fuck. We don't need another one.
No, I still watch him. It's one of my favorite fall asleep movies. Too.
Yeah, it's good.
Is Ocean's 11. I might actually watch it tonight just because now I've talked about it too much. Batgirl directors would work with Warner Brothers again under one condition and one condition only.
They release Batgirl?
Release the movie they made.
Yeah. You'd love to see it, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd love to see Batgirl. Oh my gosh, Michael Keaton, Brandon Fraser. Yeah, I mean, what else? What else do you need in a fucking movie?
Quick question: would Brandon Fraser be the character that's in Doom Patrol? Would he be the same character?
No. He is a villain named Firefly, which is a fire obsessed guy.
Okay,
but remember the movie Strange World kind of bombed at the movie theater.
Yeah, it's at Disney Plus. If you want to watch it,
yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It is now the #1 most watched movie on Disney Plus for the last 3 weeks running.
Have you watched it yet?
No, now I do though. I want to watch it. I wanted to watch it before though. I like anime. I just haven't had the time.
Yeah.
I've been playing Batman Gotham Knights. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ 2.
I can't wait to see this.
A new rumor suggests it's a sequel to Mel Gibson's biblical rumor is going into production.
All right. I mean, I guess it's after he rises. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be the 24 hours encompassing Jesus' passion and the events that occurred 3 days between his crucifixion and the resurrection. I'm sure a lot of people from the states we live in will go there.
I saw it. I saw the original one, and I remember I walked in and with my buddy. I wasn't a believer or anything, but I remember I was buying popcorn, and the guy at school was like, "Get your tears ready, man." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "'Cause, everyone's been crying." I'm like, "Oh, because we're just here to see the gore." Like that's what.
I want to see the guy. I just want to see the guy get beat the fuck out.
I remember when they hit him with the cat nine tails. My buddy Justin was like, "Fuck!" He like muttered that under his breath because it was brutal. It was brutal. Mel Gibson has a real obsession with violence, so he was all about making the passion.
I mean, he's beat a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Harley Quinn and the Joker, the podcast, will be starring on Spotify It is not literally. It's a storytelling podcast. It'll be like 9 episodes.
I thought it was like
it's not like ours.
I thought that they'd be like hosts of it, and I'm like, how are they gonna do that?
No. The voice of Harley Quinn will be played by one Christina Ricci.
Okay, all right.
And Joker will be played by Billy Magnuson.
Okay, I was hoping they'd be Mark Hamill, whatever.
Yeah, you always got to do Mark Hamill, but I understand. Mark Hamill's getting older. Maybe his voice sounds too old. But if you don't know this, Spotify does have the rights to Batman. They did one called Batman Unburied.
Okay.
This premieres January 31st, 2023. Okay. And it is written and directed by Eli Horowitz of Homecoming.
Okay.
So
interesting.
I hope it does good. I'm going to listen to it. I know I will. Here we go. Here's some good DC news. Ezra Miller files plea deal over trespassing charges.
Okay.
Under the count of 3 unlawful trespass, Ezra will have to pay a fine of $692, which includes both in fine and surcharges. Miller will also see a 90-day suspended sentence and 1 year of probation. The actor could have faced 26 years in prison, but Miller signed an agreement in December of 23 to also go to rehab as well. So hopefully you don't fuck this up, dude. All right, because there's one story that I didn't put in here, and that is I think James Gunn is going to use him.
Okay, I hope so.
Because he's young.
Yeah, manipulate him.
Do you remember the 1968 Romeo and Juliet?
No, I remember the only one I remember is Baz Luhrmann's one.
Okay, so your high school didn't make you watch that?
No, by the time I was in high school, the Baz Luhrmann one was out, so we watched that one instead.
Okay, so Romeo and Juliet stars from the original 1968 are suing Paramount for over, I believe the number was $500 million.
Fuck, how are you gonna do that?
Yeah, $500 million.
Okay, so $500 million.
Yes. They were forced to be naked and have a sex scene at the age of 15 and 16.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, give them the money. Yeah.
And that they've both been tortured by this forever. And the director recently just died, and it brought back the memories. And that's when they're like, okay, we need to seek something into this. So they were 15 and 16 years old, butt naked in the movie. I remember seeing it. She was, I think it was the first. I remember she had her boobies were showing, and I was just like in high school, and I was like, we're watching a movie with boobies? Yeah. What?
Speaking of nudity in high school, I remember we watched G.I. Jane, and you see Demi Moore's bare ass in that, and teacher turned off TV really quick when that happened. Yeah.
Glass Onion is now the most watched one of the most watched movie on Netflix.
Fair, it's good
all time.
Great movie.
Makes great. James Gunn wants to make it clear to everybody that Wonder Woman will be a part of the whole movie stuff. They just don't know if Gal Gadot will be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's doing a redo. I don't know what more to tell you.
Yes.
Wednesday has been renewed for a second season at Netflix.
We all knew that would happen.
Everybody thought it would be going to Amazon.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well,
because remember, I read the story to you 3 weeks ago that Amazon actually now owns the rights to the Addams Family.
But it's going on Netflix. Okay.
So it's still going on Netflix. That would be great. It only took a month for Wednesday to overtake Dahmer's success, becoming the second most watched show in history, behind Stranger Things.
Yeah, of course.
Now it's Stranger Things and Wednesday.
Cool. Good times.
And Dahmer.
Yeah.
That tells us how fucked up society is. And last but not least, leading into our next movie, because of the success of the next movie that we were watching, M3GAN sequel is now in development.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And is already in the works. And we'll talk about more of that in just a second. Chris, that is today's news. That was The Movies Don't Suck in Some of Them News. I told Chris a bunch of stuff because, damn it, we haven't talked about shit in 2 weeks.
Okay, so I really. Hold on. I'm about to piss myself, so I'm gonna pee real quick.
Yes, yes, do it on camera.
I'll be right back. You do the same, probably. All right, sorry.
I just want to be touched really hard, like by a car. I mean, just hit me with a car.
What do you? All right, I'm back. So we're talking about M3GAN or M3GAN, directed by Gerard Johnstone. He's directed such things as nothing I've heard of, but this might be his directorial debut when it comes to motion pictures. Long form. This is written by Akela Cooper and James Wan. James Wan, you guys know James Wan, Saw, all that stuff he did.
Yeah. What's going on with your dog, bro?
I don't know why Honey's barking. Usually she stops. This stars Allison Williams as Gemma.
Rod, just stop.
Huh?
Okay. Violet McGraw as Katie.
You don't eat flowers.
Also, Ronnie Ching as David.
Okay, let's get you ready to fight.
Also, Jenna Davis as the voice of M3GAN.
I'm Sienna.
This also stars Amie Donald as M3GAN, Brian Jordan Alvarez as Cole, Jenna Van Epps as Tess, Amy Usherwood as Lydia, and Lori Dungy as Celia. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one?
Why? Why do you want me to read stuff? I don't want to read stuff.
It's right there. It's at the bottom.
What is there stuff to read? I don't know how to read. I'm sorry. I had a really big beer.
I had two. I don't usually drink 2 beers within 30 minutes. I was like fucked up. So
yeah. This is a 3-beer cup.
Oh yeah, I know. All right, man. Let's do this.
When Jim was said, "You want me to do it or not?" Jesus Christ! Just what the fuck, dude?
Just laughing.
You're laughing at my butthole. Anyway. When Gemma suddenly becomes the caretaker of her orphaned 8-year-old niece, Caddy, Gemma is unsure and unprepared to be a parent. Under intense pressure at work, Gemma decides to pair her M3GAN prototype with Caddy in an attempt to resolve both problems, a decision that will have unimagining consequences. Oh my gosh.
This is a very funny movie.
All right, one. Let me put a fact up right away so you know about this. I don't know if you know about this. Yep, there we go. Bam.
Okay, so they retooled it after that. Okay, that's interesting.
This movie used to be rated R.
That would have helped it, I think, honestly.
Okay, so if you would actually seen in parts of the movie, they say stuff and their lips do not match.
Oh, they cut out like curse words or something?
Yeah, because they wanted to make it a PG-13 movie. Originally, it was a gorier movie, and there's more kills, a couple more kills, which, cool, whatever. Don't think it matters because the understory of this fucking movie has such a great storyline to it. Because what's good about a good horror movie is not just a good horror character. They have a great horror character here in M3GAN. I love the android M3GAN. I mean, and to be honest, it's a fake mask. They can put it on anybody that's a midget or small. Oh, sorry, not midget.
I'll cut that
small
out.
people,
Whatever. So say small. Say a little person.
Hey, yeah, I'm in my 40s, guys. I say things different than others. Anyway.
That's not good.
So anyway,
that's not good
excuse,
but okay.
Yeah, but I think it's about as good an excuse as you can have these days.
Okay, all right, fine. Fine.
Damn.
All right.
But the whole point of this movie is not just the scare tactics of like a killer toy come alive. It's not Chucky.
It's not Chucky. Not Chucky. Yeah. If it's supposed to be anything, it's that remake of Chucky, which you acknowledge it really even exists. But yeah, this is not Chucky. You're right, and I'm happy to hear that. So
Yeah, and so literally the story of this is literally not just that it's a toy gone crazy or a robot gone crazy killing off people left and right. What it is actually telling the story about how parents depend too much on technology to take over children so they don't have to parent. And literally, I mean, they make a situation where it's a new lady with a kid and all that, and in situation that happens that I'm not going to ruin that spoiler, but literally the whole part of this movie is like just that they're telling you, hey, look, technology's cool and everything, but it can be a great thing. That your kid thinks it's a great thing, your kid thinks it's awesome, but then if you saw the reflection of what the character Caddy was going through this movie, it was really very blatant that she was not a good kid anymore. Like she was becoming a real asshole of a kid is the best way I could say it.
So this is like a really long episode of Black Mirror, right? To me. Like that's what I saw it as, which
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Anytime you tell me it's a really long episode of Black Mirror, I want to see it twice.
So the thing is about M3GAN is that I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed the movie. And the social aspect of it, the social message was so. It didn't need. I mean, I was like, it's there, but this is more about entertainment. M3GAN, I think I'd like to see the R-rated cut personally. Not that it needed. I'd kind of like to see what that looked like. You know, I'm sure. I'm sure that.
Hey! You know what? That guy wants to see it too.
Yeah, I imagine they will when the DVD comes out. We'll get the unrated one. You know what? Like the thing is about M3GAN is also. I wish I hadn't seen the trailer for it also, because the trailer shows that weird dancing, like 11-year-old dancing. Creepy,
but because of that's why it became so popular with the teenagers.
It's weird,
and they got an audience. I mean, how many teenagers were in the theater you're at?
A lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
there was. I was seriously the oldest guy by like 10 years.
So
yeah,
it's PG-13, guys. So you can try to kiss your girlfriend in this movie, but or I'm sure Neil was doing more than kissing his girlfriend at 13. But what I'm getting at is. Neil's doing his eyes. The thing is, I liked M3GAN, but I wasn't like blown away by it.
Yeah, 13. I think I banged a 26-year-old.
Chill out, dude.
You asked me.
But M3GAN, like they retooled it because now, like seeing it was a kind of comedy. That back row, my theater there's a guy losing his fucking mind with laughter the whole time. Especially when like someone died. I'm like, that's not the exact time. I'm not sure you're supposed to be laughing at that, but it.
I'm sure you're not supposed to be laughing at that, but they laughed. And to be honest, that's the thing about this movie was that it was funny. It had horror. It did have some gore. It didn't have a lot. I really would like to see an unrated version of this movie.
I like it. I want to say is Power Washer. That's all I'm going to say. That would show you. I wanted to see what happened with that. Yeah.
When I didn't get to see it, that's when I left the film and I was like, oh, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
And it is by Blumhouse,
Yeah.
Who, let's be honest, have a lot more fucking hits out of the park than they do misses.
Yeah. Blumhouse. Blumhouse. Yeah. They, like, when I heard they were doing this, I was like, okay, so like I have faith that this will not be bad, and it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. But M3GAN and myself, it didn't hit me as much as other people. I think my wife liked it more than I did, but it was good. I liked M3GAN. It's definitely worth watching. It's definitely entertaining. And when Blumhouse knows anything, they know entertainment, right?
Yeah, and it's creepy as hell, man.
Have you tried to do that for your wife yet? Like in the bedroom, just sort of like doing loose arms and
no, I'm not going to do the M3GAN dance for my wife. Dude, what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I've done it.
I swear, you know, you do more recreational drugs than I do.
Do I?
I have no, you don't. By far. Anyway,
I was like, I don't think that's true.
Andre will drink to that. Yeah. Andre.
But M3GAN's good. M3GAN's okay. Good. And I didn't dislike it. It didn't hit me as hard as a lot of people. And but it's worth watching for sure. So good for.
More than that, I want to say again that literally the factor of them showing that, hey, technology is not exactly what you need to brainwash your children with. I mean, if it's done right, yeah, but like it literally kills people.
Yeah, it does kill people. And apparently some people in this movie.
But I like the acting. Allison Williams, to be honest, besides Get Out, I don't know if I've ever really noticed her in anything else. And it's not being
yeah, that's true. I like her. I would love to see her in everything else. Honestly, like when it talks about the acting in this, Ronnie Ching is the perfect douchebag.
Okay, so obviously I saw her in a series of unfortunate events.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I remember that. Oh, okay. Okay. And Patrick Melrose. Oh my gosh!
I remember
why haven't they ever made a sequel to that show?
I remember her in Girls as Marty Michaels for sure. I definitely remember her singing in that one. Marty, you remember her?
Oh, Patrick Melrose. Did you ever watch that?
I did not watch Patrick Melrose. What is it?
Oh my god, it's only one season. It came out in 2018, and me and my wife, it was only like 5 hours and 2 minutes altogether. But me and my wife loved it so much. We thought it was going to be like a series, and it wasn't.
Okay.
And one of the best Benedict Cumberbatch things ever. I love Benedict, and that is one of the reasons why.
So you're a Cumberbitch?
I'm Cumberbitch, man. I'll be Cumber whatever, man. I will,
Hold on 1 second. Honey, cut it out. Please. Cut it out. Thank you. Sorry. And when you come over, you do my puppies, so.
But yeah, you got a dog and puppies and dead bodies in the backyard.
That's
I get
true.
it, dude. Don't worry, man. Yeah. Don't be upset. We love you. Don't worry.
Do you get quotes for this one?
Of course I got quotes.
What's going on, and then we'll talk about our score.
All right. I had a dog and I had a friend. It got old and died, so I was alone again.
Okay.
That was a good quote. I want you to take this dark puppet show and bury it in the closet. Those are collectibles, not toys. You're not supposed to play with them.
No, real quick, you got that going on, right?
Right about there. Right about there. And plus a couple of containers that are not out that someday will be.
Yeah, I got you.
I need money and wood. I'm Megan. Want to hang out? So, does this cost more or less than a Tesla? Everything dies. Will I die? She is the apex of the 21st technology wrapped in 4 feet of silicone. Here is Megan. Ooh. If you ever feel alone and your world will come up, I don't know if I wrote that down right. You weren't porn hubbing in the office again, were you? I know you do that often.
Not at all.
Yeah, you do. Anybody that's watches at work, he porn hubs all the time.
He's lying right now.
He's got 5 accounts, all 5 accounts. One's called Chris Likes It Backwards. Another one says hairy nipples. Another one is never mind. No, none of them are.
There's gotta be a hairy nipple porn, right? Like there's gotta be a thing, right? Like hairy nipples.
What?
There's gotta be hairy nipple porn, right? Like where that's like the crux of the kink.
If I'm not into it, why would I be looking for it? You know?
Fair.
You could be making emotional attachments that don't allow her to grow up as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off, Holly. You could just say no, thank you. Yeah, fuck off, Holly. This is the part where you run. Oh yeah, I love that part. This is the part where you run.
I mean, you think of Mortal Kombat where he goes, "This is where you fall down."
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. That's why I wrote it down. Yeah. I'm bulletproof. I'm made of titanium.
Is that a line from the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it wasn't delivered like that, though.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
She started singing it. M3GAN started singing it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you jackass. Fucking watch the movies you're watching.
I was watching it. I didn't go to the bathroom at all.
What are you? I've been asking myself that same question. M3GAN is the greatest technological advancement since the automobile. We need a reaction. 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ, I was your best friend.
Yeah.
In this family, we don't run from trauma. You got to curate the positive and eliminate the negative.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right. What's your score on this one?
10
out of 5.
Oh. 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I like it. I'll watch it again 100 times. And to be honest, I really feel like this is gonna be a series. M3GAN will be the next Freddy Krueger, the next Chucky, the next Pinhead. M3GAN is gonna be added. And to be honest, better than that Annabelle bitch doll, whatever that is. Better than Conjuring universe. Better than the fucking, this actually had a platform that made it a reason why it was very believable. And I believe this is going to be the bomb-ass diggity, yo.
So this is a 3.8 for me. I didn't dislike it. I liked it just fine. It just didn't really hit me as much as other people. But
yeah, I mean, you don't like kids, so why would you?
Child-free motherfucker. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, your child. It's not your child-free. You literally hate kids.
I don't hate children. I don't know.
Dude, you told me one time when we're driving, you wanted to run over a whole school.
I've never said that once.
Yes, you're like, I'm gonna just take this bitch and we're gonna run this motherfucker, and I'm just like, whoa, dude, hey, I don't want to go to prison again, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, that's not true. Now, on RottenTomatoes.com, what is the audience score for M3GAN?
It's got to be good because I'm guessing since the audience is the reason it got changed, I am going to say it is a 73%.
79%.
79%.
Yeah.
I want to say it. Okay.
Now, what's the big mean critic score for M3GAN?
62.
95%.
Yes! Critics win this one. Give them a round of applause. Yes.
Critics consensus.
Yes, critics.
Critics consensus is.
Critics like to masturbate.
Let's start over. Unapologetically silly and unapologetically silly and all the more entertaining for it. M3GAN is a rare horror comedy that delivers chuckles as effortlessly as chills. So I wonder if they re-edited it to make it funnier. I'm sure they did, right? They had to have. But that's that's M3GAN.
I thought it was a really good movie, and I can't wait for the 9 sequels they're gonna put out.
All right, so that's today's show. Next week we're going to be talking about what's that movie coming? Oh yeah, Plane and Tar.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and tar pits.
Yeah, exactly, both those things. But that's next week.
Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. You tell me, but I don't know if that's true.
Guys, and if we have problems next week, it's gonna be kind of weird because, like you said, this is the dumping ground for movies that think they don't want money. But I think M3GAN did really well at the box office this weekend. So, right? I mean, it was full when I saw it Tuesday. You know
what was
M3GAN?
What about Whitney?
I don't know how that. Well, I mean, we could see.
A group of 40 old women, 40 of them.
Oh, that's.
I was in front of me at the line at AMC to go see Whitney.
I just wanted to dance with somebody. That movie, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's called Whitney, I think.
No, it's called I Just Want to Dance with Somebody.
Oh, they had it on the board as Whitney.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course. Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't. It's AMC, dude. They fuck things up. Like, as AMC's become filthier since they had the stock.
I have one that the one next to me, the one in Leewood, is pretty high tech and clean. But the one in Olathe,
I mean, well, you're next to the headquarters too.
Yeah, that is true. The one in Olathe is not near as clean. So Yeah.
Which is weird because that's next to the headquarters. The headquarters is
Kansas, it's Linwood. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. I used to go to the theater next to the building.
Yeah. That's my favorite AMC in the area because it's right next to there. So they're like take their investors there.
The AMC here the AMCs here in Tulsa are damn near filthy, if not just downright disgusting.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
They're disgusting.
I'm sorry to hear that, pal.
They're almost like it's almost like going and sitting into a restroom bathroom, like a gas station bathroom.
So you've been going to different theater then, right? Well, you said you've seen your movies then if it's not AMC.
Well, I go to Cinemark, but I always try to do AMC because I still have
it's free for you. Yeah.
Right. And why'd I do that? All right.
Okay. You have something.
What are we doing?
I'm doing the outro. You can visit this online movies on stuff.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/movies-podcast.
Keep doing it.
We're on Twitter, NTS Podcast, on Instagram, NTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, go to patreon.com/movies don't suck. We're on Bonfire, such movies don't suck, something to do, fun stuff you can buy from us. We're on W2Mnet.com. That's our we are done there with Mark. WTMnet.com. Find our podcast and subscribe to their feed. It's on Spotify. You can subscribe anywhere. If you're watching on Facebook and like that page, you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. And wherever you find podcasts, find movies that don't suck and some that do. Neil, what do you do for small business?
You got a small business, make sure to sign us up. Let us up. Come on, let us know. We want to help you. I don't care if you're in Kansas City. I don't care if you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't care if you're in Dallas, Texas. I don't care if you're in the motherfucking Bahamas. We want to advertise for you. Let us know. Email us, message us. If you got a friend that has a thing, we want to send you out to our thousands of listeners, millions of followers. Let us know.
Hey, hold on. What's your name?
Neil Allen.
It doesn't matter what your name is. All right, sorry, I just wanted to try that on you.
Oh, dude, you want to go toe to toe? I can literally sit here all the time. I can kick your ass. I can shut you down. I can throw you down Know Your Role Boulevard, cut you right on a Jabroni Avenue, and I can put this nice lubricated 12-foot fucking shoe right up your candy ass.
I don't think they say fucking on network television.
No, I know. I added that part.
Yeah.
I can say fucking.
Well, who said that? Who said the original? It doesn't matter what you do. Is that The Rock?
It's The Rock.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's I know it's the only thing you know.
When I was in the 8th grade, someone said, "What's your name?" and I started saying it, and they started saying, "It doesn't matter what your name is."
It doesn't matter what your name is. Yep.
Yes.
And then that's the bottom line, cuz
Stone Cold said so.
Okay. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers.
I don't know.
No.
No.
That's Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me see if I can get one more wrestler. Okay, one more wrestler. Let's see if you can do it. Have a nice day.
Is that Mankind?
That's Mankind. Good job.
I go on for you.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is
Neil.
Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, anytime you buy a new sex doll, make sure it's not an animated AI or it could kill you in your sleep. Have a good night.